Alrighty, well, weekend update, folks. Sunday, July the 24th, is it? I think it's the 24th, 2016. Weekend update, but first, we have to check and make sure Dog Friday has not run off. And there she is, sitting up on that stack of skiff covers. Friday! That's Dog Friday. Okay, YouTube buds, let's take a look at the progress we've made on the cabinet in here, the sail locker. Alright, so we've got the shelf in here. We've got the fiddles for the microwave. The microwave's going to go up in here, at least temporarily. Sleeping bags, blankets. We've just cleaned this out. We're going to paint it. It's where the dive tanks were. We're going to, the dive tanks were in there. We're going to put also snorkel stuff, different things that are goggles and whatnot down in here. And then we're going to fill in this lower area. Ultimately, we're going to cut out somewhere around right here. This will be hinged, and we'll be able to tie it up for the washing machine. But anyway, that's it. Put another plug in over here above this plug, which feeds the V-berth, and that'll feed the microwave. And this is kind of the best place we could find to put it, kind of in this little utility / sail locker.
Because we don't want to put too much heavy stuff up here, and it's a good place to put the bedding to keep it from getting wet when if water comes in.
Absolutely.
We're not sure if we're going to put another shelf here or if we're just going to stack things. I'm of the persuasion that we should do another shelf because we can't stack high enough, so we're wasting potentially all this space.
So, well, we're going to put the washing machine here, though. So,
well,
yeah,
true.
Shelf over here. As opposed to putting a vertical support in, I went ahead and put this one by one under here and screwed it down. The only other thing we have to do is put a plug up here for the microwave to plug in. Drive tank snorkel gear underneath here, and for now we're putting our extra stuff in here. We've gotten rid of about 2 or 3 boxes based on what all this crap was packed into, but now being to pack a bunch of it below and kind of concatenate it. So that's that project. Excuse me, first mate. Not to get you on camera in the first thing in the morning. Okay, so first mate went ahead and got another coat of varnish on these shelves. That was good. Let's see, what else did we do back here?
And these shelves are good. This is temporary storage for now because we're still not sure exactly what's going to be going in here. But again, it's got stuff off the floor for now.
Yeah.
We want to finish building up all the storage. We're going room to room, figuring out where can we build out storage so that ultimately we'll start putting things where they will ultimately be going. I want to show them this because I disagree with you and I want to get people's opinions. Is the camera on?
Yes, it's on.
Tom, this is going to be a new project, and excuse my pajamas, but we're in the process. I got video of it yesterday a little bit while you were busy of
floor grading.
A
Yeah.
template for the floor.
Good.
We take a shower in here, and then it doesn't dry, and then later on I come in, and my pajamas go into the water when I use the...
Her pajama bottoms get wet, and she whines. It's a first world problem. No, it's real. It's hard. I don't see how you can live with it.
Anyways, so I'm building a wood floor that's going to come up about probably even with this right here, and it's going to come about right below these cabinets.
Yeah.
So we found these doors at Minnie's, used doors that still need sanding and cleaning.
Yeah, Minnie's surplus yacht supply.
They were like $10, really cheap.
Oh yeah, we're gonna resurface them.
Yeah, I'm gonna redo
And we're gonna have a nice brass latch that goes over them to keep them closed.
And so Tom, because if you guys remember the pictures that Tom took initially, the previous owners cut out a big hole here to install a holding tank.
No, it was actually the holding tank back there, but they had the hot water heater right down here, remember?
Oh, that's right, you took it
Yeah,
out.
it was just big gaping square hole with the hot
so
water
that's
heater
what
in
this
there.
looked like. Really, really ugly. You know, this is our, you know, granted it's only the bathroom, but it was ugly. So now Tom is not a carpenter. But we went and we decided we wanted to try it ourselves.
Go.
So we went and got some red oak, which is comparable to teak. There's, we looked up several hardwoods. You know, there's mahogany, red oak. There's a few others that I can't remember off the top of my head, but that are comparable to teak. Hardwood that has oils and resists decay and water. So this still is going to need to be stained, but Tom wants to take it all out. He thinks he did a terrible job. He did not do the best job ever. There's a little chip off the corner right here. There's some little gaps in where it meets. He hasn't even finished putting this bottom one in because he decided
I'm going to recut it.
He wants to start over. But you know what? Once these doors are finished being sanded and varnished, you don't even notice the frame, in my opinion. And I think we could put some gold bars here and screw them into place to cover any gaps.
Some brass corner caps.
Yeah.
That would cover the sins. We might do that. I may just want to take it out. I mean, I've got kind of the template. I've got the holes drilled where I want them.
Yeah.
And you know, some nice nice stainless screws and the little screw caps, washers that go underneath that are decorative.
Once this is stained and varnished, not even going to notice it. Because
we'll see.
It's the doors that give it the...
Right, the teak doors. And I agree with you on that.
The,
character.
Yeah.
Make it pop.
That make it pop. I hate that word, but yeah. Don't look at the dirt. We haven't cleaned the bathroom.
Oh, yeah, it's not.
Working on it. But this is one of the next rooms we're going to finish focusing on is once these doors are done and the floor is done, I'm going to get it in a thorough cleaning.
Right.
We're going to take everything out of here. We've been kind of using it as a liquor cabinet, but now after the bathroom, we take everything out. We're going to focus on, let me show our next project.
Next project.
The next project.
We'll break it into chunks. Okay, next project is...
this is where the microwave was. Now, we don't know if the stool is going to stay here. We're still thinking
this
about
actually wasn't, it's made for this, but it wasn't as comfortable or as useful as I thought it was going to be.
Right, so we may take it out. There's food storage down here. I believe we have bags of rice and beans down below.
Yes.
We're going to paint, we'll clean all this, but we're going to paint it with that cream colored paint we bought. We are probably going to take everything out of this area and turn this into the liquor cabinet.
This is, maps. It's not organized. Maps and flares and safety equipment.
And then all of this, I was thinking we should build vertical, and I'd like everyone's opinions, vertical walls where things can be, like maps can be rolled up and stacked on top of each other in one. And then just all the stuff in here, everything would just be put in, maybe even shelves going laterally as well as vertically, so things can be put away, and then ultimately maybe put a couple of doors here.
Yep.
Then our focus is going to be finally...
Well, one last thing here is I am looking for some kind of a folding stool, like a bar stool, something I can mount here and kind of unfold in some sort of fashion, which I'm still working on that idea. Otherwise, I'll get some kind of a bar stool and I'll just have a place to hang it, maybe in the rebirth or someplace. So go ahead.
Okay, and there's a lot of minor things that need to be done, but we figure we'll get to the minor things after these big things are finished. One of the last big things after the things we have shown is this is the Viper. Now, it's gotten better. This used to be a big pile of crap.
Yep.
And we've been taking things out, putting them away as
finding places.
But there's still stuff that ultimately though. This is the area we want to get everything out of here. We still need to we're going to mount the fishing poles to the sides of the ceiling in here. There's some crates we need to empty out, put tools where tools go. Just various, like I see the dog's life jacket. It can probably, we're going to be hanging life jackets in the bathroom.
In the forehead, yeah.
That's where we're at this point.
Okay.
Oh, and then the last project too, also one of the next big projects is taking this out. It's supposed to be hollow under here.
Cutting it out, yeah.
Turning that into, that's right. Although we just discussed turning that into the liquor cabinet, I forgot. If we're able to take these walls out in here and turn
Just
this,
cut it open,
and line it with wood, turn it into a nice, we're going to have half of it be a library, and the other half be a liquor cabinet.
Right. We've seen another boat where this, and I've talked about this before, this bench is behind it. this being all hollow in here, and they cut it out and they put the ship's library in here. So I've got an endoscope. I'm going to pull this. This is probably going to go away anyway. I'm going to pull this guy off, and I'm going to put my endoscope in here and see just how much room there is back there and just what's mounted back there. And if nothing, we'll cut this out, and of course we'll have a false floor in it and put some trim around it and a center board to keep everything in, and it'll be a nice ship's library. One more shot of the galley. This I'll clip in and a before shot in here for you guys to see how much work has been done here.
There's still stuff left to be done. We need to finish. This is still being held up by a bottle of water in the back.
Yeah, we've got to finish out
We got to finish mounting this. We're gonna, even though we had cleaned it at one point, we couldn't get it really clean. So we're gonna be painting in here, and
yeah, this is all gonna be cleaned and painted in the back.
yeah.
And this little guy, which we all teak, we bought this. It was like $38 on eBay, and it's kind of semi-decorative. It's going to be kind of useful. We're going to mount it right up here. We've been looking for a place for it because I just like it. You know, it's kind of small, and it's something that's just kind of more decorative, but it'll be useful. We'll be able to keep, yeah, and it'll be a place for this light right here, which is dangling off this cord. I've been trying to find a use for that light. I bought one of them at West Marine. It was about $28, I think, bright LEDs, and I've been looking for a place for it and looking for a place for it and a use for it. And I'm going to mount it on the bottom of there. I bought it as kind of a test to see if I could possibly use it up here as a light, for a partial light for down in here along with strip lights. But I'll mount it on the bottom there. It's not bright enough for our purposes, but we've got it, so I'm going to use it. And when I go to buy other lights for the pantry and whatnot, I'm going to explore other ideas. Okay, so yeah, this is pretty much. This was overwhelming when we first got the boat, wasn't it?
Well, it was a huge challenge because it was dirty from top to bottom, grease, dirt, hair, all, ceilings, walls, floors, everything needed work. And it was sometimes overwhelming, to come down here for a weekend, and what do you take on first? There was so much to do. What do you take on first?
And well, on top of that too, a project boat, when you get a project boat, you don't know what you want to do with it. So you have to come in, you have to be the planner, the architect, the engineer, and once you get kind of a little bit of a plan, then you have to start executing it, and it's like hugely overwhelming at first.
But I agree. What's exciting now is, it used to be we would come down here and it was more like, what do you want to work on?
Right.
Because there was so many big, huge things that needed to be done.
As we came into the realization of how much there was to do.
It became depressing.
Refrigeration, cabinets to be built out, clean up, floor, varnishing, because nothing had been varnished.
But now we're at the point, we've been working on it for, it's been a year since over a year, going on a year and a half now. We've gotten a lot of big projects done, to where now it's becoming exciting. Every time we come down, what do you want to work on now, instead of the depression of what do you want to take on next? What do we want to work on now? Because every time we do something, it's one more thing that's being done that's getting the boat close to, well, it's never going to be perfection, because this is an old boat. It's a 76.
No, it'll be perfect for us.
Right. I mean, it's going to be a comfortable boat, but it's going to be comfortable in the sense that everything we've got adequate storage. Everything's going to be put away where it needs to go. Everything's going to be comfortable. You can go into the head. We'll be able to take a shower. Use our towels. Be off the floor.
Yeah.
The kitchen's built out. I am now able to cook on the boat comfortably without. I used to not like cooking on the boat. I always decided, let's just stop and pick stuff up to cook, rather than figure out how to use the food we've already got stored on the boat, because it was so difficult to get to things. Everything was just stored somewhere.
Oh, let me interject a word to the wise gentleman. There's two things that you have to do if you want your wife to be on the boat. If you want a happy first mate, is you get hot water in there, you get the heads working in the showers, and you get the galley ironed out. You get the galley all outfitted for her. And that way, unless you're going to be the galley cook, that way first mate will spend an enjoyable time down here. She'll be able to shower in the evenings, and she's going to be a lot more likely to be part of your team to get the boat going.
Well, here's the thing. He's not a chauvinist. It's that I enjoy cooking. I like to cook. I was a mom for years. My oldest is 38. My youngest is 19, so I spent a lot of years cooking, and that's what I enjoy doing. It makes me happy. But coming on a boat that has a messy, dirty, disorganized galley, it made it very, very unpleasant for me to be able to cook.
Okay.
And I don't mind cooking. I love cooking, but I'll cook, but not if it's a disorganized, messy,
right.
dirty galley. And the bathroom, yeah, let me have a bathroom that I can use that's
Right.
clean and
With the
organized.
grating at the bottom that doesn't get the bottom of her pajamas wet after she takes a shower and puts her pajamas on.
That's very important.
Anyway, so at least that's the direction we're going.